Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Hope you got some coffee. And welcome to the coffee sessions. Let's see who we got hanging out with us today. We got the pallet mallet guy right here, Mr. Thomas Grimm. How you doing, Thomas? Paul Stewart's here. Good morning, he says. Thumbs up. Looks like we got 7 of them over there. Appreciate it, guys. Larry Galt says, good morning, everyone. Rainy day yesterday and repeat again today. I'm going to have to start giving away maters if this keeps up. Well, speaking of maters, I have to give a big shout out to my buddy Jim. He called me yesterday afternoon, and he'd been out of town. I hadn't talked to him in a while, and then he says, "Hey, do you want some tomatoes?" And at first, I'm like, "Wait a minute." And the reason I'm thinking that is, when I got out of the hospital, I had all these tomatoes. You've seen pictures of where I had that cart that was slapped full of tomato seedlings, where I planted them from a seed and had them in those little red Solo cups ready to put in the ground. So I told him and his wife Jill, I said, y'all, because they brought food over here after I got back from the hospital. I said, y'all take as many as you want, because I'm not going to be able to get them put in the ground. So they took a few, and I'm thinking to myself, when he said, do you want some tomatoes? I'm thinking, wait a minute, how you got tomatoes already? I don't have tomatoes. But anyway, what it is, I guess there's some friends of his that I think he said they were going on vacation or something. So they had a bunch of tomatoes they had to pick or they'd go bad, while they were on vacation. So anyway, he had some. He brought me about 4 or 5 of them. And I don't even know what kind they were, but I had a bread and mayonnaise tomato sandwich last night, and it was delicious. So big shout out to my buddy Jim. But yeah, he said he had on the ones that I gave him, the seedlings, he said they've got some tomatoes, but they're still green. So, but he's still way ahead of me because I hadn't even got a decent bloom yet. That gum thing's about 10 foot tall, but it's not putting off no blooms yet. All right, Wilson Rubottom's here. He says, good morning, thumbs up. Thank you, Wilson. I appreciate it. Paul Stewart says, went to Lowe's yesterday, and wow, had no idea that lumber had gone up that much. Over $13 for a single regular 2x4. I just about snapped my neck doing a double take. Now, that's the price gouging right there. I'm going to show you something. Let's see if I can show this right quick. I saw your comment earlier before I went live, so I did I guess I better hit this. This is my local Lowe's. And it says a 2x4 by 96 inch whitewood stud, $7.85, which that's still ridiculous. But see, now here, this doesn't make sense because this says available at the Stockbridge Lowe's, $7.85. And then here's one here, the same thing, 2x4 by 96 whitewood stud, but it's $9.26. So what are they doing? So even if you go over there to get a 2-foot one, it's $268. Here's a 2x4x4 foot, $580. Yeah, used to be about $350 for a 8-foot. Uh, and I used to go over there all the time and buy 10-footers because that's how it worked out when I would cut them up to make my crates for the GarageWorks machines. It worked out better if I got 10-footers, and they were always, I don't know, about $5 or so, $4 and something, maybe 5 something. I don't know. All right. A little man popped up there, won't know if he can help me at Lowe's. So, yeah, you can't get no damn help at the store, but they'll pop up when you're on their website. Yeah, $13. That's just there's some price gouging going on there somewhere, Paul. Mr. Monroe Cook is here. Good morning. Gary Hammett's here this morning. How you doing, Gary? Clyde CNC is here this morning. How you doing, Clyde? There's Mr. Kevin Ells. Let's see. Bart Bixel's here over on the Facebook. Steve Toronto. Good morning, sir. Troy Pritchard. Good morning. And thank you for the thumbs up. Ronald Cool's here. How you doing, Ronald? George Rothfuss. Looking good, George. Bob Sims says hi all. Thumbs up. Thank you, Bob. Clyde says I need bacon and lettuce too. Yeah, I got some bacon in there. I don't have any lettuce. My lettuce ain't growing worth a flip. But I did have some bacon. But I didn't want to take time for. I just like a good, it's like a snack. Just some white bread, slather it with mayonnaise, and then slice up a good fresh tomato. You can't beat it. Just can't beat it. All right, Jim Sendicole's here. How you doing, Jim? Talked to Jim yesterday. He's going to be doing the rotary stuff here pretty quick. So, Clyde says 933 Canadian here. I guess that's for 8-foot 2x4. Yeah, it really kind of, well, there's a lot of things that tick me off, but the lumber thing has really kind of made me mad because here I am. I've had my heart attack. I'm getting better. I'm having all this energy now, and now's when I'm thinking I need to complete all these projects that I've been thinking about for years and just never had the energy to get out and do them. And now I can't. Well, I could do them, but I'm not going to pay twice what a dadgum 2x4 is. Sorry, it just won't get built. It's like I bought that trailer and was going to do that mini camper build, and I still plan on doing that. But there's no hurry to do it now. Not with the price of materials. Because I was going to try to build it as cheap as I can anyway. And sure not going to try to do it now. So it's just that project's on hold. But Bob said he's eating some homemade bread and jam for lunch. That sounds good. Good morning, Bruce. How you doing this morning? Appreciate you popping in here on the coffee sessions. There's Wilson waving at Bob. Doc Whitaker's here on Facebook. Good morning, Doc. How you doing? Side of cheese. Yeah. I tell you what, I messed up yesterday. Well, I kind of did. I had planned on, I showed you yesterday, I got my little cabinet hung up there, and then I'm thinking I'm going to move it over this way. I don't like it where it's at. And it's just hung on there with a French cleat. So I was going to move it over closer to the corner, and went inside. And I was just showing you all this yesterday. Finally got this can in the mail. This CRC foaming coil cleaner. You spray it on your air conditioning coils. So I thought, well, let me take that out there and shoot down that air conditioner, get it clean. Because it's going to start getting hotter and hotter out here. Even in the shade, it's going to get hotter. So I need to get that air conditioner where it'll blow a little cooler. Well, guess what? This stuff works fantastic, but it stinks. I mean, it put a nasty smell in here. And then I was looking at this can this morning when I come out here. Well, I'll be done. It says right on here, industrial strength, no rinsing required, low odor. I don't know about that part, because it was stinky to me. And it says danger, may cause burns to skin or eyes, harmful if swallowed or inhaled. Yeah, it's just stinky. So maybe I sprayed too much on there. I don't know. Mine was pretty dirty, but it did a great job cleaning. It looks clean as a whistle outside on them coils out in the back. But I came in and sprayed it on the front too. And it did a good job cleaning it. But man, and even I came out, so I didn't work in the shop. I left the fan on all day and tried to get it aired out. And I came back here yesterday evening and I thought, well, let me check that air conditioner. I'll plug it back up, turn it on, and see if it feels like it's blowing colder. But I turned it on. Of course, I'm standing right there at it. And it was blowing that stink smell so bad, I had to cut it off and say, well, let me just wait a day or two, and then I'll maybe turn it on and let it run when I'm not out here. Anyway, I see they're talking food over there. They're going to make me hungry. Charles says, good morning, Dave and Jack. Thank you for including Jack. He's right here. I'll give you a shout at him. Let's see. How do I change that? I wish that StreamYard would come up with a quick button. There's my buddy Jack. There you can see that's a better view of my bottom shelf over there. See how it looks halfway decent, but don't look at the top shelf where the lathe is, because it's still pretty junky. But I'm getting there. And I got got some of the bigger pieces that wouldn't really fit in here. And I'm moving my mouse again, like you can see it. But I have them stuck over under my new lathe carousel thing that I made. I think that's going to be pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with that. Although I had some folks leave comments that they said I shouldn't have he called them knives, but he said I shouldn't have them pointed up. That's dangerous. But I've seen other YouTubers that make different storage places to put the lathe tools, and they always say, yeah, always put them down. You might trip and fall, and and I'm like, with mine, if you put them down, to me, then you're going to you pull that out and go, no, that's not the one I want. Stick it back. I want to be able to look and see which one is which. And especially some of those older tools, they all have exactly the same. There's like seven or eight of them, I think. And they all have exactly the same color handle. So if I stuck them down, I wouldn't be able to tell what I'm grabbing. So anyway, I made it to suit me, not other people. So let's see here. Wilson says, last week, canned some dill pickles and made some blackberry jam with berries from the garden. All righty. Hey, David Burnett's here. How you doing? He says thumbs up. Steven Toronto's got a question here. He says, does anyone know where to find box bread mix specific for bread machines? I can't find it anywhere anymore. I didn't even know they had that like that. Because that'd be pretty easy, I think. Let me know if you find that. I may try that. Bill Hoffman's here. He says, no hall pass. Better late than never. Yeah, we leave the door unlocked so you can just come in whenever you want. Here we go. Here's a Stephen here in the UK. Wright's Baking Premium White Bread Mix. Wonder if that's available here. Well, now we've got to watch a little of the weather. You know, my girl Joanne on there said that Elsa's they thought it was going to swing all the way around Florida, but now it's kind of banked to the right. And I think looks like the big blob of stuff that I was looking at is right over southwest Florida there. So hope everybody down there is going to be okay. I think it's still a tropical storm. I don't think it's a hurricane yet, although they're saying it might be as it moves a little farther along. Clyde says, Matt looks sawdusted like mine. You talking about my little rubber mat? It stays pretty dirty. But yeah, looks like we got to watch out for Elsa now. I don't think I will get any of that stuff. Maybe some rain out of it. But if the path is correct that they were showing, it's going to come up the west coast of Florida, and then bank right again when it gets up near Georgia. And it looks like it's going to go south of me and hit towards South Carolina. So anyway, I hope it stays south of me. But it is what it is. Sure, they're still talking about bread stuff over here, looks like. In Michigan, most grocery stores carry a bread mix in a box, usually a nationally known brand. See, I've never looked for anything like that. I just got a recipe and here's another one Bart's talking about. Bob's Red Mill Bread Mix. There you go, Stephen. Try that one. Yeah, I've always just mixed the stuff up. That's why I don't make homemade bread that often. I like it, especially right when you first pull it out. Oh, man. But I don't like having mixed stuff because I always make a mess. I'm not good at making stuff. Anyhow, did y'all see? I saw it was I guess you could say I saw it on the news, although it wasn't on the TV news. I saw it on one of the news YouTube channel things that I sometimes watch. And apparently Facebook, good old Facebook, is now giving warnings to people, telling them that if they think any of their friends are extremists, report them. So here we go. It's all I don't know what to think sometimes, man. It's just like, what happened to our country, man? What happened? We all fell asleep, and then we wake up, and Got all this stuff going on from these crazy people. But anyway, I wonder how much longer. Facebook, I think somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, Google it or something. All right, you've sold me, Steven. I'm going to try it. The box stuff is simple. That's what I like. If it was simple, I'd make more of it. Beer bread is great. Yeah. Yeah. Gary says Amazon has bread mix. Yeah. Amazon's got pretty much everything. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on these days. Just so depressing when you think about it. Well, we've been a country now for what, 244 years, something like that, whatever the math works out to be. We've already managed to screw it up. Anyway, I won't be here that much longer, so I guess it doesn't matter to me. But I hate it for everybody else. The problem is a lot of the young ones won't realize it's screwed up until it's too late. Anyway, George says that sounds like Germany during the 30s, during the Hitler government. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's people don't know their history. Steven says Amazon has a lot, but only affordable by the case, in his opinion. Yeah. Bart says fresh, warm beer bread is the bomb. You know what's going to happen now? I'm going to leave here and go back in the house, or I might even do it from here. I don't know. And look on Amazon and try to find some bread mix. Keep talking about bread. Now I'm hungry, and I'm going to need some more bread for my mater sandwiches. For the maters that Jim brought me. There's a dadgum. I don't know if you can hear it. You can probably hear it. There's a bee in here flying around somewhere. I can't see him, but I hear him. They like all this wood in here. I got a big thing of wood stacked right here. Oh, there he is. Yeah, that's the kind of stinging. Go on, get out of here. Jack's done left. He's really liking that porch I built out there. He's out there laying on it. So there's Mr. Schuster. How you doing, Rob? Good to see you. Rob's about due to put out another crazy drum video, I think. Been a while since he's put one out. He's got, he does the extreme rotary. that's what Rob does. The extreme rotary. But, well, I really don't have much to talk about today. Like I said, I was planning on cleaning up more out here and then stunk up the place. Decided I better not do it. But I do have to bring some stuff out here and finish it up. I'll finish shooting another video. And I feel like I got a bee or something crawling on me. Might be one of them bugs. I ain't seen one of those bugs in 2 or 3 days. I think that spray's finally working. Hey, buddy. I've got another, well, I'll say cool project. Y'all might not think it's a cool project, but I'm on a roll, I'm telling you. I'll have another video out, and I'm probably still going to do a little short video on swapping out that switch if I can get that router out. I got stuff on that table over there, so I need to move the stuff off that table so I can lift the top off. And then I'm just going to take that homemade router mount completely off because I don't use it since I have that other what is it, Jessam router lift in the wing of my table saw. But that router's just the opposite of the one I fixed the other day. The one I fixed the other day, the switch stopped working completely. You couldn't turn it on. In that one, the switch broke when it was running, and you can't turn it off. So, yeah, it's real easy to replace those switches. But I figure I'll do a quick video on it since I got to put that switch in there anyway. Might as well do a video on it. Maybe it'll help somebody. That bee's just hanging around over there. He's a big one too. Up there hanging around that line. Let's see here. Steven says, that's a big problem. Kids never heard of the Korean War. Some not even Vietnam. Yeah. I mean, you think about it, Vietnam, it was winding down about 75, and you think 1975, that's a long time ago. Yeah, so. Yeah. Rob says, I was actually cutting a new design for a drum over the weekend. No video, more of a test. All right. I just love watching that stuff. So I like when you put the videos out showing that stuff. Wilson says, every generation has made it better and better. So now this generation is too soft. That's an understatement. Yeah, there won't ever be, another the greatest generation. There won't ever be another one like that. Sadly, but there won't be. George said he heard the bug flying in frame. Yeah, it's a bee flying around here somewhere. He's still over there by that light. And it's not a carpenter bee. It's just a regular old bee. Like a honeybee type thing. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. My time's almost up. I'm so glad it's not as stinky in here. I think I could tolerate it now if I keep the fan going, and I just won't run that air conditioner today. Maybe turn it on later when I'm done out here and let it run. Try to clear out that stink. But yeah, it was pretty strong. I may have put a little bit too much on there. If this much is good, then that much has got to be better. So I put a lot on it. But anyway, I got to finish up my video, and hopefully I can get that uploaded tonight and be done. That'll be 2 weeks in a row. I've had it done by Tuesday. So, there's my little phone. I guess it went off. I don't know. All right, well, I got to run in real quick, check Amazon for bread and eggs. And then we'll come back tomorrow, bring you coffee, And come on back and join us for Hump Day coffee sessions. Or in my case, Trash Day coffee sessions. So anyway, everybody have a good one. Be safe. Stay cool. And we'll see y'all tomorrow.